But it was only must have been a week after that. I was blowing up the concrete at Toxteth there, North Liverpool sewage works. And it was a warm day, and I was just eating my pork pie, leaning on the rail, looking at the inlet channel coming in. Now, that can be interesting. And I was trying to count the French letters as they passed me. And I noticed we got a lot more, on a Friday dinner time than we did on a Monday dinner. They must have paid them on Thursday. And I happened to be leaning on the rail, eating my pork pie, counting these. And one of the directors of this firm that was renewing the tanks, that I was blowing up the old one, he came behind me, he said, "What are you doing, Mr. Bates?" I said, "I'm just counting the French letters as they swim past me." I said, "I've got to 3,446. "Oh," he said, "oh." I said, "Yes." I said, "There must be a lot of table ending going on in North Liverpool." On Monday, we only got 5. Anyway. But it just goes to show, like, some of the bloody stupid things that can happen. And they said to me, "We have frozen the ground." I thought, now that's clever. Over in the potteries there, to a depth of 35 feet, we have a shaft down there, and they'd sunk a shaft, and they got a tunnel across the road, so I think obliquely across the road, 100 feet one way and 75 feet the other way. And when they got down there, they met this slurry, running sand and gravel and shite. So they froze it. And when they bloody froze it that hard they couldn't jackhammer it out. So they said, "Will you come and blow it? It's frozen, bloody solid." I said, "All right." So you go up there, and they lower you down this little shaft in an iron bucket. And as you go down, woof! Even a pin wouldn't have found it, you know. Finished up like 2 nutmegs and a licorice torpedo. 52 degrees of frost, and that's bloody cold. Oh, no wonder they can't bloody chop it out. So what the idea was then was to drill it about 3 foot odd, put a bit of explosive in, and blow this little head in, which is about 4 foot square, start tunneling the bottom of the shaft. And this was going on quite well for a day or two. And we were starting at 7:30 in the morning, and they usually broke off about 9 o'clock and had a cup of tea, and by Christ you were ready for it. But you were up and down this shaft like a prostitute's drawers, you see. I was going to say a yo-yo, but, you know, they were in such good company. And, so you're drilling this, and don't forget, they've got to get the loose out before it bloody sticks together and freezes together again. You see, and about 8:45 this day, we'd blown one lot. We went down to have a look, and they were getting the stuff out, and there's about 3 of us down there. So we get in the bucket, and the oyster's up. We get in the hut, and somebody said, "Tea up." So you get your mug of tea, you know, getting this bloody tea down. You haven't been drinking this, you know, and having a bit of a chat. And then there's a mug of tea sat on the bloody table there. Somebody said, "Whose tea's that?" Said, "It's Alf." "Where is he?" "Bloody hell, he's still down there." We'd forgot him getting up in the bucket, and somebody shouted tea up, 2 in a bucket, you see. We hadn't sent it down for him, you see. Christ, we went down, he's still there. Well, he hadn't got to be down there very long, you know, in 52 degrees of frost. By Christ, he was huddled in the corner, he was blue. He was bloody solid. We got him in the bucket, hoisted him up, put him in the hut, put his ass on the floor, and he rocked like a block. And they poured in his tea over his knee joints to straighten his legs out. So for Christ's sake, straighten him out. You won't get him in the box that shape if he dies. He didn't speak for half an hour, but when he did, oh boy, everybody. Oh, just before, I did hear a quickie the other day, you can tell this in any drawing room, about the lady that went to the doctor, said, "Oh, doctor," she said, "I'm getting rather plump." He said, plump? He said, you're bloody fat. One of these cheeky buggers like we've got in Sandbach. He said, get down to the elf farm for 6 weeks and get some of that bloody weight off and come and see me again. She'd go down to the elf farm for 6 weeks. And when she come back, she got the girlish sylph-like figure. He said, there you are, now you feel better now, don't you? He said, I do, doctor. Oh, she said, I feel a lot better. He said, but it's left me with problems. He said, what's that? He said, it's made me terribly oversexed. He said, I go mad. Absolutely mad. He said, last Wednesday night, he said, I bit the end of it off. He said, don't worry about it, it's only 2 calories. Two bloody calories. I wouldn't have minded 5, but bloody 2. Anyway, thank you for your indulgence, gentlemen. Cheers. And don't forget, I leave you with one little bit of a saying I once heard. If you can't wake up with a smile on your face in the morning, shove a bloody coat hanger in your mouth at night. Cheers.